I've mentioned a number of times in various articles about going to Mount Lebanon High School and having to memorize poetry or prose and memorize it and then give it to the English professor. Um, One of the lines from T.S. Eliot was that I remembered, and T.S. Eliot for a number of reasons, and I never seemed to quite see things the same way. I mean, I just couldn't get that much involved in Eliot's life, in part because he left the United States and went to England um, as a young man, and um, when I think of Eliot, I really think of an Englishman and not an American. But Eliot said, only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. And what's interesting about that line, and that line, I do comprehend what he was saying, is tied to my cardiologist, Dr. Marchand. Dr. Marchand is avid about exercising every day, 45 minutes every day. One day he called me about an article I'd written in which I mentioned his medical care of me. And he said, don't forget what Confucius said. Confucius said, it doesn't matter how slowly you go as long as you don't stop. And what he was trying to get to or through to me was that push and push and push. The issue isn't so much how much you push. The issue is you keep on going. A couple of weeks ago, I was doing the laps around our subdivision, and T.S. Eliot, Confucius, and Dr. Marchand all seemed to morph together. And when I was going up the hill, what Eliot said about, you don't know how far you can go or how much risk you can take until you actually do it. And Eliot Eliot, along with Confucius and Marchand, had an interesting transformation that took place within me and on my cardiovascular exercise. I hope that you'll learn something from that experience and that you will benefit, because I have. You take care.